Ivan, you are welcome. 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 You're welcome. You're welcome. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening. You are welcome. 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 Cat girl. So you love cats. You love cats. You're a cat lover. It's good to love an animal. It's good to love animals. Yes, 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 yes. Parfait. You are welcome. Zachary, you are welcome. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Wednesday Wisdom. A winning mind is a winning person. A winning mind is a winning person. Let's wait for 1 more minute and I can start fully. Okay, Kevin Iyima, you're welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Welcome to Wednesday Wisdom or Wisdom Wednesday, whichever way you like to call it. Okay? Right. How are you all doing? How is life? How is business? How is family? Yes, let's move. Let's move. Let's move. Think positive, stay focused, take action, and win daily. That is a winning mindset person. Think positive, stay focused, take action, and you will win. No matter how small the winning is. Clock it. We're clocking it. So no matter how small the winning steps are, the thing is that you just want to win. So, and it starts with the mind. Okay? It starts with the mind. The reason why I'm sharing this today, I think I mentioned it yesterday. I have someone that I was chatting with, a business meeting, right? And so the first thing the person mentioned was money. No, 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 no. You don't start any business aiming that you want to earn money. You start a business aiming that you want to add value. You don't start and have the mindset that, hey, I'm doing this business, so I'm going to start reaping. No, there is time for planting, there is time for sowing. The first thing you need to do is to shape your mindset and say, listen, I'm in this game. And what I have to do first is to find value, give value. When you give value, people will buy and money will come in. So don't always have the mindset of, yes, oh, money. And she said, I was in a business and they told me, they told her, oh, she will be making money. I said, listen, anyone that tells you that immediately you start a business, you're going to be earning money, that's a lie. A total lie. They only sell scam to you. When you start a business, you first need to understand the model of the business. You first need to tell your mind and say, listen, I am in this business and I'm there to win. Business is a long-term thing. It's not a short-time, cut short business. No. Go and ask anybody that is in the business. They will tell you they've been there for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Doing the same thing. Why? Because they found a strategy that works for them. Good afternoon, my darling Claire. How are you, darling? Happy New Day. Right? You must have that mindset, in quotes, a winning mindset. Okay? Like one of my mentors said something today. She said, in a business, it's either you put 1 foot in the water, 1 foot outside the water. It means you're not going to be balanced. So if you want to be balanced and you want that business to succeed, you put your both feet inside the water. And it doesn't matter how deep the water is. As long as you have the stability, as long as you have the mindset that no matter how challenging it may be, I am going to put my feet in this water. Let me give you a joke. Growing up, I never did it, but some of my classmates, told me when we're having exam, they don't study for exam. They will not read for exam. They will be playing, joking, doing nonsense. A week to the exam, 2 weeks to the exam, you will see them. They want to cram everything on their head. It's impossible. You cannot cram anything. So what they will do when they are studying, 2 weeks to the exam, they will stay maybe all night, put their feet in cold water so that they will not sleep. What a punishment! They will put their feet in water, in cold water, in case they feeling sleepy, right? So, and I said to them, that is not right. How can you pass? How come you passed and they didn't pass? Don't ask me question. I spent time in studying. I spent time in writing notes. I spent time in doing all these things. And I did not wait a week or 2 weeks before the exam. I prepared myself well in advance. In other words, whatever you are doing, you have to prepare yourself in advance before you get the final result. Before you get the final result, one of the athletes, she's a Jamaican lovely lady, Miss Percy, she said something. She said they have to train her. And I've told you about this book, Tough Mind Toughness, right? How to harden your mind, how to train your mind, not harden your mind, how to train your mind to listen to you. Your mind cannot control you. You have to control your mind because you have the power. And if you don't know how to control your mind will be everywhere. Your mind will be scattered. You will not be able to focus. You will not be able to do the right thing. And so she said, what a coach does is like, maybe they have the events maybe next year, July, right? They will start training her every day, 5 hours, every day. Running, training, lifting, heavy weights, and all of that. 5 hours every day for a race that she will run in maybe another 6-7 months to the time. Join Waleni, right? And she said, when she's on the track, the coach told her, don't focus on any other person. Focus on yourself and focus on that goal. Because when you're on that track, you have competitors. You have other people side by side. They are your winning mates. You don't know how long they put in for the practice. You don't know whether they practice or not. So she said, the coach told her, focus on yourself, focus on that track, and focus that you have won already. But it did not just start. Every day, 5 hours for the next 6 months, 7 months. And she had won the Olympics, I think 3 times or 4 times now. Do you know what it means to win an Olympic medal? In fact, the person that was interviewing her, when she lifted all those medals, she said, oh, this is real gold. The weight. So that is the joy of a winning mindset. Why? Because she focused on herself, she focused on the training, she focused on, having a winning mindset that no matter what it takes, she's going to win. She also she didn't eat just any food. She has a specific food that she has to follow. Menu. You want to lose weight and you are eating junk, you are eating just anything. No. you are not going to lose the weight. Right? If you want to maintain that weight, is to make sure that you avoid something that is unnecessary, that could add on weight. For some people like me, right? If I eat small food like this that I'm not supposed to eat, I will put on the weight. So I have to control what I eat. I have to be disciplined in what I eat. Okay? So that is a winning mindset. So your mind is very powerful, such that if you don't train your mind, if you don't train that your mind to see the good in every situation and watch how your life begins to change, it will take control of your mind. It will take over everything. Not only will you be depressed, you will not be able to achieve anything. Not only will you be not able to achieve anything, you will be disappointed. So you have the power to take control over your mind. And any situation that you may be going through, you have the power. Okay? Do you know that what you think shapes your thoughts? And your thoughts shapes your reality. Whatever you think will shape your thoughts. And your thought will shape your reality. Whatever you think you do every day will become your reality. I watched one of my mentors interview yesterday, and they were talking about marriage and all of that. And he said, why is it men always disappoint? Why is it men always do that? And my mentor said, sometimes if he watches me and he joins me here. And he said, why are you always blaming the men? It's what you serve them, they will serve you back. A lady said, how can she control? Can you imagine the statement? Listen to what I said. Control. How can you control your husband? Your husband is not your child. How can she control? Because she's a well-to-do woman. She earns more money than the husband. How can I control my husband? How can I do this? Because this is not happening. The house is peaceful. I'm only just saying it. The house is good and all of that. And my coach said, listen to yourself. You are a well-to-do woman. You are prosperous in your business. You are good to go. But when you are at work, you see that macho man, use it over your staff. Apply that principle over your business, not over your husband. If you want a suitable home, a comfortable home, because there is no perfect home. If you want a family that, you will be good to go, you will be happy and all of that. That's pride. That, hey, I make it. Oh, my husband has no money. He said, when you are coming, when you get to the gates of your house, drop it there. That is how you can have a peaceful marriage and a peaceful home. And I said to myself, how can I control? In fact, that word control already is misleading. So, in other words, when your children are seeing you, they are looking at you, they will replicate the same thing. Oh, my mother controlled my husband. My mother controlled my father. And so I will do the same thing. That is how life is. Life is not like that, my darling. Even if your husband doesn't have a penny, he's still the head of your home. And you must give honor to whom honor is due to. Let me say something. In addition to that, not all men deserve your respect. Yes, not all men deserve your respect. And let me tell you, respect is a reciprocal. When you honor him, when you respect him, he will also maintain. Men are just like babies. Men are just like children. When a child is crying, you say, oh, maybe you want to have milk, or you want to drink milk, or you want to eat or something. And you pamper them. That is how you can have a peaceful home and an everlasting, faithful, family. If you're saying, oh, yeah, I have the money now. I've made my money. It didn't make me. I made myself. And listen, you will not get anywhere. You cannot move further in that marriage. So allow yourself to calm down from the horse. That horse that you are riding on, calm down. Get off the horse and humble yourself. Right? Is very, very important. Don't allow your mind to rule you. Don't allow your what do you call it? Your success to be in the gap of you and your partner or your husband or your wife. Okay? So you want to think positively, stay focused, and win daily. It's all add up to such a fantastic way to approach of life, and you can make it happen. You see, I didn't even come out with anything. Why? Because I've been busy since morning. So for me to even say, and I was having a glitch on the other line on this my phone. So I just say, okay, you know what? Let me just leave it. It's only when I'm coming on line you will see me wearing all. I don't have the time. I have what I'm doing so much to the extent that sometimes I don't even bother. But I try to eat and drink a lot of water. Even if I don't eat more than once a day, which I don't, I eat only once a day, but I must drink enough water and cup of tea. That is my own way of, helping myself. So, in other words, my beloved, when I say wisdom or winning, if you can see it, winning mindset, train your mind to see the good parts of everything that you're doing, either in your business, either at home, either in your family. Um, Maybe let me share this. There is a lady that said in a family, it's a story of a pathetic story. In fact, I was really, really sad for them yesterday when I was listening to these two ladies, very young ladies. They went into pro. I don't want to mention the whole thing because of social media. They went into pro at a tender age, at the age of 13, 14. Why? Because of their own upbringing. One of them said she came from a family or children of their mother had, their parents had 11 of them, and she's the first daughter of the family. So in other words, in some parts of Africa or Nigeria in particular, the first daughter or the first child will always take care of the younger ones. In fact, their parents did not send them to school, nothing at all. So she ended up owing someone, and that person said, "Hello, my darling." And that person said, "Listen, if you can't pay me my money, there is a way that I will show you that you pay my money back." That person lent her 70K. She ended up paying 120K back, right? By introducing her to Pro. Unfortunately, it did not go well. She said at times all her body waist will be aching because 4 or 5 men can have a go on her for a ridiculous money. A ridiculous money that you cannot, if ordinary a child, you cannot give a child 500 naira to go and buy snack. 500 naira. So she was explaining how things, it was a pathetic story. I don't want to, even my head is swelling, honestly, because I remember how I felt yesterday for them. Another one, unfortunately, it was the father that sold her to Dubai to go and do Pro. The father that was not around when when the mother had her, the father refused to take care of her. Later on, when she find out that this is her father, and she said, according to her, that she always see the man coming around, to come and see her, but she thought it was an uncle because she didn't know her father. She thought it was an uncle, just a family member, until when she said, "Oh, I needed to see my father. I needed to know my father." And they said, "Ah, you know your father, that man that always come here." So she said one day, let me go and visit my father. I need to, have a connection with my dad. Unfortunately, the Baba that refused to take care of her is the one that sold her to a woman to take her to Dubai to go and do proper. A father, all because he want her to be sending you money. So when you see so many people online or in life, you don't know the burden they are carrying. You don't know what they are going through. You don't know the burden they are going through. You don't know the problem they are going through. So when you see people, have empathy for people. These young girls, they had gone through a lot. I had to be saying, Olúwa, mo mà dúpẹ́ o. Mo dúpẹ́ ẹbí tí mo ti jáde. Mo dúpẹ́ bàbá tó tọ́ mi àti ìyá tó tọ́ mi. Mo dúpẹ́ family tí mo ti jáde. Hey! A lot is going on in the world. This young girl, at the age of 7, ni wọ́n ti yeah. Mindset. If your mind is not right, there will be a problem. At the age of 7, ni wọ́n ti ń bá sùn. 7, and she did it until when she's 21. At the age of 7, the mindsets. What a wicked world. What a wicked father. Can you do that to yourself? Because you think that is the best way. She didn't know anything otherwise. She just realized this person put her on her lap. This person, what trauma these people are going through. In fact, the lady that has the foundation also went through the same thing. Oluweleda. Yeah. You don't know what people are going through. We are just chasing after money. Money is not everything. The mind has been scattered. They've been abused. They've been neglected. She didn't grow up with her own mother. One of them, she grew up with her grandmother. And she said her grandmother took care of her very well. But the predicaments started when the grandmother passed on. She said the grandmother is all these people that sell food, Yaolunje. She never lacked anything until when the grandmother passed on. Then she realized that is the beginning of another life she never envisaged. Mindset. The Baba won't use his own daughter for proper so that he can have a good lifestyle. You never wish your daughter to have the best lifestyle, better than you. Instead of you to go and sell your pants. Growing up, I have seen some of my mom's friends that sold their ashoke. You know ashoke now? The ashoke that is now everybody is wearing ashoke. Ashoke in those times were precious. They were very expensive. One of my my dad's sister was Mami Alashoke. They even called her my name because she didn't have any child, but she so much loved me. So they always say, Yope Alashoke. She adopted me, and my father gave me to her and said, oh, Omoyini. Right? You know how it is. So I know the value of ashoke. They will sell their ashoke. They will sell all their material. They will sell all their jewelry to go and send their children to school. That is how they value the life of their children. If you cannot value anybody or add value to someone's life, then leave them alone. Leave them as you met them. Mindset. A winning mindset is that you want to touch other people's life. You want to transform their life. You want them to be better. You want to leave them better than how you met them. Not only me, 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 me. Not only me, 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 me. I said something yesterday. This life is so easy. Oh. If you have gone through stages of series of life, if I open my own chapter and tell you and start telling you and start telling you this, you will say, and you are still standing. Yeah, because I decided to stand. I decided to take life easy because I realized there is no race that you want to run that you will not get to where you are going. Even if you are a snail, you know a snail, they always do like this, crawl. Even what do you call it? Tortoise. Tortoise will always, crawl. You will get the elede yẹn done yo. It's just a matter of time. Don't run. Don't even think evil or bad. Even of yourself. Even of yourself. I remember Pastor, what's her name? The first name, Adeyemi. Adeyemi's. What's the name of their church in Nigeria? I remember she's taking care of the red light people or girls. She will go and she said that is her calling, even though she's married. Yeah, but God called her to take care of those people. It's because they have no choice. When you see them doing such a thing, they have no choice. Wọ́n ti rò pé níbo làwọn fẹ́ gbà, níbo làwọn fẹ́ lọ, where will they go? How would they live? They had no option than to go to do such a thing. They had no option. But hey, if you know anyone that is doing such, encourage them. Even you yourself, encourage yourself. Let me round off with this because I don't want to be long. I still need to rest and do something else. I know of a friend. This was a long time ago. A friend, that my friend, we are so good to each other. I was married and later I got divorced. But I never saw a man with her. But I knew I saw her with 2 children. They were just like babies. And then she will come and visit me and I will go and visit her. All of a sudden, I realized that things were changing. She changed a home and bought a property. If you know London very well, beside what do you call it? Paddington area. Very expensive. West Hampstead, very expensive. So she was good and all what she does was proper. I didn't know. I noticed that things were different. She sent 2 children when they in primary school. She sent them to private school. So when it's holiday period like this, she will bring them home to take care of them and they will travel. And I was also eyeing her, envy. Would I say envy? I won't say envy, but I admire her. I admire her. So, and me as a single parent as well, I have more children than her. But also, I sent my first two to a private school, but it wasn't that easy. So I wanted, and there was a way that you can do all these things as a single parent that the government can also help you and support you. So she was telling me, I said, and she said one day that this is what she does. And the kind of people she pro with, they are the Lebanese, no other culture, because the Lebanese, they babala shewo and they spend a lot of money. They can bear something, and they give you 3K, 5K, 10K. Yes, that is how expensive they are. So it depends, and this is how this lady was paying her children's private school and a rent, in fact, a mortgage, because she bought the property, a mortgage and all of that. So she will, each time the children are on holiday, she will not do the job because they come to her house to pro with her in her own house. Okay, she doesn't go anywhere like hotel and all of that. No, they come to a house to do all that. So when the children are around, she will never do such a thing. So as time goes on, I said, hey, Dr. David, good afternoon. You are watching from FYP. I said, oh, how are you doing it? I was struggling to pay my children's school fees. Two of them were in private school. And I'm struggling to pay my bills and all of that. And she said, this is what I do. I nearly end up doing the same thing. Hey, when she told me that is what she was doing, I said, Lord. Then I sat down. I said, should I do the same thing? Guess what? The Holy Spirit just nudged me as if they put hammer in my head, on my head. I was just hearing bam, bam, bam. My head was just pumping, panting or whatever, pumping. And she said, if you dare do it, that will be the end. I told you. Some people can be lured into it. Why? Because they see their friend or people doing it. In the case of the lady I shared, her father was the one that sold her to a woman that took her to Dubai to go and do proper. All because the father wants to live a better life and he cannot find a job or business to be doing for himself without using her own daughter or his own daughter. So life is not balanced, but you need to have a winning mindset, because if you allow your mind to control you, you will be messed up. Mind is very, very delicate and is a powerful tool that we can use to help us succeed in life. As long as you wake up in the morning and you tell yourself, hey, universe, here I am. Today I'm going to win. I am a winner. I'm in control of my mind. I'm in control of this. I'm in charge, not in control. Beg your pardon. I am in charge of my life. I'm in charge of this. You have to know the kind of word to use, though, not just any word, right? So tell yourself that you can win, no matter how long it takes or it may take. Just make sure that you will get there. Rome wasn't built in a day. Some people can start. I was in a meeting, business meeting, I told you this morning. We were there for over an hour and I have something to do and I wanted to eat as well because I haven't eaten since morning that I woke up. I've been so busy. So I told the lady, I said, all this information I'm giving you or my boss is giving you, even if it's me, I will not give you half of it. I will not. Because it doesn't take much for you to be convinced if you yourself is ready. And I said something, preparedness meets success, right? Or success meets preparedness, whichever way. If you are not prepared to take the bull by the horn, to help yourself, and I said it yesterday, she's the same person that said, oh, her problem is procrastination. I said, then you know your problem. Why can't you find solution to that problem? When you know that is the main issue you have, procrastination, then find the solution to it. And I gave her some examples how to overcome it, because procrastination can steal your joy. It can rob you of your, success and all of that. It delay, you'll be delayed. Things that you need to do are prompt. You will be there. You'll be thinking, oh, maybe you'll be living in a daydream or whatever. You'll be thinking, okay, I do it tomorrow. I do it next tomorrow. I told her the strategy that helps me. I used to procrastinate myself. Oh, I will do it later. Oh, I will do it. No. If I need to do anything, I set the alarm. I put it there. I put it on my note. I put it where I can see it, so that I will not delay. I will take action. Once you take action, my dear, you are good to go. I hope I've helped someone who has been listening to me, that you need, a winning mindset. That is how you can rule your world. That is how you can succeed in whatever you are doing. That is how you can multiply, add value to your life and people around you. Okay? So I hope everyone is good to go. Hi, Sika. How are you, darling? Sometimes, people appear here, sometimes they appear. I don't know which way to be looking. So, anyhow, we thank God. Thank you, everyone that joined, and I hope that you have learned one or two things, how to have a winning mindset so that we can keep winning. Every baby steps takes you closer to your destiny. Every action you take takes you closer to your destiny. Every decision you make takes you closer to your destiny. Until I come your way, I still remain Okpe. Yes, this is Okpe Gold or this is Okpe Co-Venture. And please do subscribe to all my platforms, my channel, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. It's the same name, Okpeolu Co-Venture. Maybe on the other platform here, you see Okpe Gold. I'm still the person. All right. So until I come your way, have a wonderful evening or afternoon or morning, wherever you are, and take care. Bye bye. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.